In the previous video, we did define a work breakdown structure for our migration project. We did make an estimated guess on the duration for each subtask, and we did define milestones. Now it's time to place our work breakdown elements on the right spot of the timeline. We will do this not in a very precise way. This is a high-level project plan. It's in the final project plan. This will really be accurately tuned and optimized. So I will do it very roughly. You need to reflect on which activity should be a predecessor for another one. Okay, let's look at line 2, 3, and 4. We will have a consultant discussing with the customer about the future needs, the new mail system. Can at the same moment another consultant have a chat about the old mail system? I think so. I don't see conflict. We also need to analyze what needs to be migrated. Now, for that discussion, I guess it's better if you already know how the old mail environment looks like, and it's also better that you have a clear view on what the needs are for the future mail system. So we want that task 2 and task 3 are finished before we start with 4. How do you do that? Double click on the 4 and get this screen. Go to the third tab here on top called predecessors. What you now should do is mark those tasks which should have finished before this one is allowed to start. So let's analyze my future needs and analyze the old mail environment, which need to be finished before I can analyze what needs to be migrated. So I save this. And if I now have a look to my project plan, you will see that this task now has shifted to the right. And you see now 2 arrows. Those arrows are the indicators that those other tasks need to have finished before this one can start. We also see that we even skip here the weekend. So this is the weekend, this gray area. And he waits with starting this task till the weekend has passed. Okay. Now, line 5. We have a design phase. We should start the design only when the analysis has finished. So we'll double click 5. Go to predecessors and indicate that we first need to do our analysis work. Design has now shifted to the right. I guess it's best to first design the new mail architecture. Only when you have finished with that, design the migration process. And only when those 2 designs are available, the customer can accept the design. So these 3 tasks should wait for each other. There is a shorthand to quickly draw or impose that sequence. That is, you select line 6 by clicking on 6. You hold down the Control key, you select 7. Still holding down the Control key, you select 8. And then in the ribbon, you hit the change symbol. As you see, by doing this, all the arrows are automatically drawn. So this is a shorthand alternative for defining that sequence. Okay, implementation should only start when the design is ready. So I double click on implementation, go to this predecessors, and I indicate that my design should have finished. I assume those two tasks can be done in parallel, so I let them run in parallel. Then my pilot, of course, is only possible when the implementation is finished. So I double click 12, indicate as predecessor the implementation, and we keep on moving to the right in the time axis. We are now already in April. Now 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17 are all in sequence. So you first define your pilot approach, only then you can run the pilot, and so on. So I will select all those lines, holding down the Ctrl key, and hit the chain symbol. And now all this is also in sequence. We are already in May now. When my pilot is accepted, then we can go operation. We can go online. We can become operational. So double click on 18. Predecessor is 12. Pilot is finished. Okay. So I now see that my project will be finished somewhere mid-May. Of course, this was a very rough approach. A professional project manager will further tune this. You can have overlaps between tasks. You can have waiting periods between tasks. There are all different types of optimizations which are possible, but we will skip all that. Let's just keep it high level like we have done now. This finishes defining the links between tasks. Thanks for watching the video.